I'll just
All right.
pull out this.
Name is Mike Powers. I was born in 1948 on St. Patrick's Day, and I thought all the parades and everything was because of my birth.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I found out later in life it wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
But lots of green for your birthday.
Yeah. And I grew up and raised in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Went to school there, played, just grew up as a normal kid, I think, playing baseball, football, everything like that. Junior high, I played football as a tight end and linebacker. In high school, I was a tight end and linebacker. And let's see, what are the important events that happened?
So yeah, the first important world U.S. event you remember?
I remember a lot. I remember in biology class somebody coming in and telling me that Kennedy had just been shot. So,
Yeah.
that was one of, that was 10th grade at the time. Unfortunately, lost one of my best friends at age 13. We were down at a quarry shooting guns, and he accidentally shot himself in the head, which was, pretty life eventful experience. Okay. Went through high school, was not a great achiever. Was probably a B to C student. Went off to Lehigh University after I got done with that. Played football there for 2 years, and then flunked out. And one of the best things that it's a hard way to grow up, but one of the interesting things was, I got drafted.
Yeah.
That was one of the problems back then.
And that was after you.
Yeah.
Out of college.
So ended up in the Army, and after 2 years, and was in the infantry. Spent. Well, it was really interesting though. It was something I probably needed to do in my life at that time. Is just grow up.
In terms of the discipline.
Find myself.
Discipline.
Yeah.
And find yourself.
Yeah. And the Army said it was interesting. They said, well, you're going to be a leader. You're going to non-commissioned officer school.
Wow.
And you don't have a choice. And I did. And I came out top of my class as a staff sergeant within less than 8 months. And then pushed through another infantry cycle with a group, then went off to Vietnam, served in Mekong Delta with the 9th Infantry Division as a platoon sergeant, E6. Then we, I don't know if you remember, 42 years ago, last month, something called Kent State.
Yes, I do remember.
Do you know what the reason
and that was Kent
was?
State was the, those were the riots about Vietnam, right?
Yeah, well, what happened? Do you know why Kent State happened?
Have you heard of the books, the Tim O'Brien books, the things they carried about Vietnam?
Yeah.
It's a collection of short story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just read about those last semester, and we learned about this, and I can't remember. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Yeah, but the reason for Kent State was we invaded Cambodia.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So somebody had to be at Kent State as National Guard, and somebody had to be invading Cambodia.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were the 2nd platoon in.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then we spent a month and a half in Cambodia, and then 3.5 months off the Cambodian border.
And so you said you were the 2nd platoon into Cambodia?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the they took 2nd platoon in first. I was with the 1st platoon, and we were 10 minutes behind them in helicopters.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So,
wow.
and
How long were you in Vietnam, Cambodia in the war?
landed, was, got there in March 10th, 1970. Was in the Mekong Delta. Then when they assigned us to the 25th Infantry Division. I was with the 9th, and we were only a brigade. And we were assigned to the 25th Infantry, and that's when we, went into Cambodia. We were in Cambodia about a month and a half, and they pulled us back and they put us on the roads, holding the roads for the troops pulling back out again after, and then they left us there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyway, then, and I was hit and then had malaria pretty bad, and I was in a convalescent center. And then the 9th Division went home, so I was reassigned to a mechanized unit with the 25th Infantry Division, mostly in what we call 3 Corps, which was the Swan Luck, War Zone C, Iron Triangle area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vietnam. I came home.
And that was directly out of Cambodia?
It was a tough time to come home.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, nobody wanted to even talk to you about the war.
Yeah,
so that was it.
Weren't happy with it.
Yeah, but I grew up quite a bit, and as I said, it was went back to school at Lehigh University. Okay. Got my undergraduate degree and in mechanical engineering. Never got anything below a B after that.
Yeah, I'm sure that totally changed your work ethic.
I woke up.
Yeah. How did that work going back to Lehigh? Was it because of coming out of the service, or was it because you had gone there before, like a mixture of both?
I was there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably screwed off too much, and I really wasn't. I don't know if I was grown up enough at that point. I mean, that's what, one thing I like teach my son and other kids is about maybe you're not ready.
Yeah.
When you grow, when you're 18 years old to make a career decision or a college decision.
Yeah.
Some kids are blessed to do that.
One of my friends definitely just made that choice, and that's especially at St. X. That's our big thing. We have, I think, 99% go on to college and all that. But yeah, we have a kid who decided that for himself. So
yeah. So, sit down.
So, what about? Did you have any siblings growing up?
Yeah, 2 sisters. My older sister Pat lives in Philadelphia. My younger sister, who was actually has some mental disabilities, still lives in my parents' house.
Okay.
And was just over actually in Pennsylvania with her. Ike, down. No, you're not getting any more food. I know you want down.
No.
It's getting worse. Anyway, then actually got married after college, and my wife and I both went to University of Tennessee. And I got my master's in business, industrial management, and she got a master's in social work there, and got a job with Procter & Gamble in Albany, Georgia.
Wow.
Albany, Georgia.
Is that how they pronounce it?
That's think it's not Albany, New York. It's Albany, Georgia. And then there's supposedly 100,000 people, but I think they're counting the pigs and the chickens.
Oh wow! So just a little town.
Georgia's a big state. Anyway.
Where is that in Georgia? Is it close to Savannah?